The Miami Hurricanes spring game, it is upon us, and this year with a new spin for Mario Cristobal's team at Cobb Stadium on campus this year, right here at the University of Miami. New QB1 in the picture, that's Cam Ward, the transfer from Washington State. Going to uncork a few for the first time in front of some fans, alums, and a whole lot of recruits. Welcome to Cobb Stadium in Coral Gables. We are ready to this August. So Andre Johnson, the former Cane, he's the head coach of the White Squad. Devin Hester on the other side as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, I've called plays at a spring game, and I tell you what, I guarantee you, Andre Johnson and Devin Hester both told each side, look, I want to win this game.
Most of the starters, or projected starters, that is, they're going to be wearing the white jerseys today. And in a lot of
course, you want to put together a body of work and try to capitalize with a good performance in the spring game.
The run up the middle.
We saw Xavier Restrepo make the catch on that first play of the drop, as there are several Cane running backs unavailable and out today.
Absolutely. And look, you'll have the veteran receivers from last year, again, Restrepo, Jacoby George, Isaiah Horton, but you're also going to see some young receivers, JoJo Trader, Nye Carr. Good ball.
Ward, yeah, on target there. Xavier Restrepo breaks away. And the veteran taken down inside the 10. But Ward, Cristobal was just...
He can make a guy miss and get you more yards at the catch.
All right, so what do you think of our vantage point, by the way?
I love it.
We're goal line extended.
I love it. This is perfect right here. That's something that Coach Cristobal always talks about, championship mindset and nothing short of your best every single time you come out here.
Oh, let's see what they do with a first and goal scenario. Restrepo in motion. The freshly minted new QB1 finds his target, and it's Isaiah Horton for a first drive TD.
It's a great decision right there by Cam Ward. He goes through his progressions, 1, 2 to 3 on the drag route right there. And again, this is Isaiah Horton, 6'4", 220-pound receiver. Look at the balance right there. Cam just really baking cakes in the backfield, letting things develop. It's a great strike by the young quarterback. First touchdown as a Hurricane. Cam Ward. Of course, you see the deep throws. Of course, you see the ability to manipulate the pocket and keep things alive. But you see a high level of accuracy, too. And that's
your quarterback signings this offseason.
Yeah, well, it was huge to get a quarterback that could come in and really just be consistent. That's the main thing that you want from your quarterback, somebody that you know he's going to make the right decisions when an offensive coordinator calls a play in. And that's what you really get from Cam Ward.
To Coral Gables, they find the former Albany quarterback who guided Albany to the FCS playoffs last year. Great talent and ability. And so now with the other receivers or part and quarterbacks you're going to see today, Emory Williams, obviously a very familiar name. Boy, that's a nice catch. Near the sideline, and so Poffenbarger puts it on the money to the sophomore tight end Riley Williams.
For that completion, he said that's why. Loves the athleticism, his relentlessness, his competitiveness, the way he's able to improvise, make plays like that, strong arm. We saw exactly why Miami wanted him.
In camp for a lot of players.
And that's how Coach Cristobal wants it to be. He wants guys to go out there and compete at the highest level. Let's see, we got a penalty here, maybe a holding. But that's what Coach Cristobal wants. He wants competition at every single position. Even if you're a 3, most Miami fans are still upset about. They should have won that one. Just some situations late in the ball game, but this team is not far off.
You nailed it. So 4 of the 6 losses by 1 score. That's it. And Travante Sid is
stuff, and great to see this young man healthy and have a chance to play in the spring game.
Yeah, suffered that major knee injury in fall camp back in 22. Poffenbarger going to the sideline, and that time was looking for Williams again. Misfires.
3rd and long situation here too.
Yeah, 3rd and 17 after the penalty. Pocket starting to close on Poffenbarger. And so, of course, they say he'd be taken down there. Good pressure by the
level on every Sunday I was out on the field. And, you know, to go in the Hall of Fame is just a tremendous honor.
What do you feel like? There's Devin. We're going to talk to Devin in a little bit. But what do you feel like you learned during your...
And it taught me everything I knew. It gave me the blueprint to be a great professional. And, you know, I just try to tell these young guys, I was telling them last night, just you see all these guys around you, these former.
Greatest memories playing here?
I think that's probably my biggest memory, winning the national championship. When I came in, we were the first class that came in off the probation.
Question, Mario Cristobal, obviously an alum here. You've gotten to know him a little bit. Where is Miami in terms of getting that championship again?
I don't think we're far away. I think we're getting the right guys.
NFL history, of course. You know, I thought that the specific comment there. Oh boy, Ward, by the way. Hold on a second. Trying to uncork one. And he was looking deep downfield for Horton. He found him on a touchdown pass previously. Championship game a few months ago.
And I'm telling you, that's important because now you have a veteran college football player, played at Washington for a long time, had a lot of success there. And in fact, now he has championship DNA. He's been there. So now he can put that back into the younger guys and show them maybe how to get there as well.
Good on campus. By the way, this is going to be our first look at Emory Williams, who is very much in the thick of that.
Ball.
Call it a backup quarterback competition, if you will. Found Ray Joseph that time.
Late night show, and he was just so happy, so just excited to be there as a Miami quarterback and then have success he's having.
Chris Wheatley-Humphrey on the carry here. You know, and that was that comeback.
How do you come back from that? And that's exactly what Emory Williams did. He kept playing, and then in the second half started hitting some deep shots. Jacoby George, Xavier Restrepo, the guys started making plays for him.
True freshman a year ago from Milton, Florida. Pardon me. Now at Wisconsin. And that's why a player like Ward decided
it's a good tackle
to come back and play one more year. For Lance Guidry overseeing this group, just like the offensive coordinator Shannon Dawson.
And that continuity is so important for especially the young freshmen on this team. Oh, we got a fumble there.
Williams looked like he fell on it.
Job, continue to fight and come in for a sack. That's a team win right there for both sides of the ball.
So let's see what Williams does here. Dumps it off. Yep.
Like that.
They'll get a couple of yards. That was Chris Wheatley-Humphrey once again.
And that's a true freshman right there. In high school, he had.
That's what he's really good at. He knows where he's supposed to go. He knows what reads he's supposed to make. He's a really smart player. And I think we've seen that on a couple of plays on this drive.
Williams tried to sling it sidearm style that time. Incomplete. He was looking for Mike.
That just throws off the entire time clock then.
All right, so Ward is 5 of 7 through the air in this spring game. Elijah Lofton is the ball carrier, EJ. He has been the X factor this spring.
Yeah.
He wants that to establish or continue to establish that physical brand of football really on both sides.
Nice.
Okay, Lofton
little flip
says,
pass
yeah,
right there.
I'm here.
Love that. And again, that's what you can expect from Cam Ward, the ability to.
It's a veteran with a 5th-year senior
Not
from
bad.
last year to this year.
Not bad.
The West Columbia, Texas native, grew up about an hour away from Houston. That one was incomplete. 46 seconds to go in this. Linebacker Francisco Mauigoa, he's been out this spring.
Got him.
All right, look who's open. Just a little too far for Xavier Restrepo. He and Ward, you can see there's some great chemistry here. Start to the year, vaulted into the top 25 before some struggles down the stretch, but Ward was a better, more accurate passer in his second season with Washington State. Elijah Arroyo makes the catch on 4th down, and yeah, it's enough for a first. So that'll move the.
He's obviously familiar with, considering he's been here for a long time on this roster.
Brown steps up in the pocket, takes off, and he flashes the speed. He's got a whole lot of room.
Greatest players of all time. And to make the Hall of Fame is truly an honor and a big accomplishment for me as well as my career.
What has it been like to be back here? There was an alumni dinner last night. The Hall of Famers were honored. 250 alum.
Back then, it was an option. If you was a great player, you had to come to the U.
What is it like going in with Andre Johnson? I know you guys didn't play together. You were back-to-back years, but what is it like, two Miami guys going into the Hall of Fame together?
It's a great honor to compete. Right now, once you step on this grass, it's no brothering. Compete, push everybody, push your teammates, push everybody out here. And if you get a couple nice hits in there, you apologize after practice over.
I like that. Well, the toughness.
And just getting a chance to grow up and watch them play. You know, as a kid from Virginia, watching Miami growing up, man, those were some of the pillars in this program, especially keeping the U back.
That's a nice ball there over the middle to Nye Carr. You know, there's something there. This university If you're from this area, you almost take it personal in a sense to come here
absolutely.
and follow the greats.
Well, think about it. If you grow up watching a team, then that team comes and recruits you out of high school, which is
Let's see what Brown does here. 2nd and 10. Fires. That pass is caught. And it's Shamar Kirk, the redshirt junior from Nashville.
Yeah, Brown's bringing pressure.
Brown off his back foot. Heaves it.
There it is.
Hold
Bringing
in.
pressure.
Jackson Carver makes the catch for the touchdown.
A big-time catch by one of these other big-time tight ends, a 6'6", 220-pound redshirt freshman, Jackson Carver. It's a great play by him. And first, the thing I love is Brown understands that it's 3rd and 4. You're going to get pressure here down the red zone.
And that is something that Cristobal and the staff, they want to be very intentional with moving forward. Insert immediately into your secondary.
Well, that's huge to get a guy like Meach Powell. One, he's a student of the game. And similar to Cam Ward, Coach Cristobal said he comes in and does the extra work. When you have a young secondary, some guys that are also looking up to a veteran, they're being filled by Meach Powell for Miami's defense.
A lot of reasons why Miami felt like the right fit for him. Andrea, more on that. Go ahead.
You know, I talked to Meach process as he was looking at Miami. So for him, it was a no-brainer to come here because he felt it could showcase his talent.
Yeah, and Andrea, they lost a lot in the secondary. It's not just Kinchins, like you mentioned, but James Williams to Corey Couch moves on.
Scholarship offers coming out of high school from some Ivy League teams and decided to walk on at UW. It's obviously paid off for him.
Yeah, his mom went to Columbia. Dad went to Harvard. So he turns down the Ivy. Mario Cristobal called Powell just a student of the game, always bringing a high motor. Ward, he's got all the time in the world, of course. It is the spring game, so it throws that one out of bounds.
Yeah, really taking his time. Offensive line doing a really good job of getting him protection. I see guys just go out there, fly around and compete and play Miami football.
Ward dropping back, looking to uncork one, scrambles, and he'll just throw it away. Or
That's
he
nice.
finds Restrepo.
That's nice. And those two, Cam Ward and Xavier Restrepo.
Restrepo, the 5th-year senior, is from Coconut Creek, Florida.
Another South Florida kid.
Yeah, not Beration. It's one thing to put a lot of work in, but to be intentional about it
Absolutely.
is impressive.
And look, you got to look at where Cam Ward is coming from, too. Now, he wasn't a 4- or 5-star guy.
True testament to what he's been able to do at every stop. And what he loves about being here, by the way, is he's run the air raid everywhere he's been in college. So he felt like this was a seamless fit for him when he got to Miami.
It's a great point, and you can
Washington, so I'm sure that's not a bad
Hey-o.
thing for Cam Ward. Hey, it is what it is. So now you got him out here.
also
Also,
the second time he's shuffled one
resourceful.
off. He's got
Resourceful.
Horton again.
Yep.
Horton can't break free, and he's tripped up near the 10-yard line. So mistake earlier.
Yeah, keep your eyes on the swivel down here in the red zone.
Ward guns
What a
it.
ball.
He's got Restrepo.
Nice.
Reaches across the goal line for the touchdown.
It's a dart of a throw right there. And again, the accuracy, red zone situation, you got to find your guy, Xavier Restrepo. It's a decisive decision. His eyes go right to the spot. He whips it out there, puts it at a spot again where Restrepo can catch it and continue to run. That's the throw that leads to a touchdown. It's yards after the catch that Cam Ward is going to give you as a quarterback, and a great job. He's extremely pleased right now with his veteran players.
So Will Rocca, who's behind Andy Borregales, he's got a couple of touchdown drives. So he just found Xavier Restrepo to close out that final drive. Andrea, you've got more on just that connection between Ward and Restrepo.
In fact, he said, I don't know the last time we had somebody who could roll out and make plays like that. And the connection with Restrepo is so huge because that was Tyler Van Dyke's #1 receiver. And I think there were a lot of questions about, is there going to be the same type of connection?
Ball said, that's what you want, man. You want a leader. You want somebody that's not afraid to open their mouths and speak up for their team because you know he's holding himself accountable, but he's also going to hold his teammates accountable as well.
He has really endeared himself to this group very quickly.
Penix and Bo Nix and Cam Ward was right behind him. But Coach Cristobal said he earned the trust as well. So we got a bomb here.
That's a little too far for the receiver streaking down the field. Nye Carr, again, he can too much time on this incoming class of 2024. Many early enrollees, they're here. They're active. We saw Trader as another receiver example. there's still so many that are going to arrive this.
And again, Coach Cristobal talked about him. He said he was showing up so much on the tape, even as a young freshman, but understanding, again, you're going to make those freshman mistakes. How do you come back from those mistakes? That's the key.
Pass incomplete. 4th down and 3.
You got safeties in the middle of the field, so it looks like Miami's going to play some man coverage here. Again, try to force this football out of Puffengraver's hands.
Quick drop back and a quick throw to the outside, incomplete, and he led Ray Joseph this entire event.
And Coach Cristobal mentioned this too. When he was playing here as a Hurricane.
Hold on.
Double pass.
Restrepo, he's trying to throw a show off the arm here.
Good defense down the deep campus. And so you were able to have this here on the grounds at the actual campus. That's a big deal, not just for the recruits, but also the local community too.
Andrea, this is the way Mario, he wants to try to structure this moving forward, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. This was Mario's idea. Community, as you guys mentioned, for recruits. They have a ton of recruits here. This is an absolutely huge weekend for them.
Basically hadn't seen the sun the last 2 years in Washington State. So, again, if you get your recruits here on campus to see just the entirety of it.
You know, it takes the buy-in, and also you now want to see that on the field too, with the product getting better for Miami football.
I think we'll talk to Coach Richt, right?
Absolutely. I'm sure he's out here somewhere.
Moving forward. The right direction. Won 7 games a year ago. Went to the Pinstripe Bowl. Ward fires. Here's Restrepo once again. And Restrepo.
FIU. He was the head coach at FIU. And coach still gives me a hard time about not taking the visit.
Yeah.
I apologize to him every time, but I think it worked out for both of us. It's all good.
Yeah, he gave it his best shot.
Completely different, and that's not what you're going to get from Coach Cristobal. He's going to coach you hard. He's going to help you become a good young man. That's a great throw right there.
That one is right on the money, and a nice cutback. Some open space for Shamar Kirk. Trying to take it all the way. It's another touchdown, and Emory Williams throws his first of the day.
That's a great throw, and again, if we can get that replay, might get a touchdown here in our lap.
It's been terrific.
Oh, sorry.
On the ground this time. So Williams gets to operate again. The goal to go offense. On the ground once more to Tyrell Walden. Williams scanning, working through the progressions, a little pressure, and so that forces the errant throw. Nice, yeah, nice. Soon to be from Milton, Florida. Drops back, steps up, guns it, caught, touchdown.
It's a great play design right there.
Ray Joseph makes the catch for the score.
Love seeing these quarterbacks go through their reads, taking their time, the patience in the pocket, allowing the receivers to uncover on the crossing routes. Ray Joseph, speedy receiver, actually put 15 pounds of muscle on since he got here on campus a year ago. It's a great job right there.
I was talking to Mario earlier. He said it's amazing what a difference 15 pounds can make. Just raved about the improvements Ray has made.
So we've got about 54 seconds to go in this first half, and it has been competitive in a lot of ways. Ward looking deep down the sideline, and that's knocked away.
Some great defense, too.
It was. Ward checks it down.
Good catch.
And a flag comes in after the Chris Johnson catch.
Looking along, he's always try to get half of it back here. You don't have to get the whole thing. Just try to get at least 6 or 8 yards, which he does.
Zips it, boy, on target. That's a nice pass to JoJo Trader. So the
and a star receiver coming out of Chaminade Madonna High School, another local talented player, decided to stay home here in the Miami area. Can't say enough good things about Cam Ward. You didn't notice the arm angle right there to whip that ball to JoJo Trader. We're coming right past the line.
Say that again. We got to run. What's that? Ward, nothing there. And so that brings up a third and. See what Cam the Catalyst does here. Fires. That's caught. And another catch for Xavier Restrepo. One back to the hotel here.
It's too hot not to have a Slurpee.
Yeah. Ward looking this way. Dumps it off to Restrepo. Tries to hurdle a man. He goes tumbling out of bounds. Pops right back up.
It's a good tackle.
With 2 seconds, you see senior from Miami, Andy Borregales. Pretty automatic, isn't he?
Absolutely. Just like his brother.
Field goal is good. 4 on 3.
following in the footsteps of Jose. He won the Groza Award here a few years ago. And so at the horn there, the orange team takes a 3-point advantage.
He extended some plays, had some good throws. Probably, there you go, start off with an offside just when I was saying some positive stuff, right? But the fact that, he had a good
First half in the books.
Yeah, very successful first half. And like I said, offense has made some plays. The defense has made some plays. You want a good mix of that. And ultimately, and you're also seeing some young offensive linemen in there. They got a freshman center, Nino Francavilla, freshman out of Toronto, Ontario, 6'3", 295.
I like the accent. Common, of course, we've been seeing it for several years, to enroll early, get the opportunities and reps. That ball is on the ground.
Good transfer brought in at the safety position by Coach Cristobal and his staff.
So you look back to last year as Ward steps back in to play a little QB here in the second half.
Good pass breakup by Daryl Porter Jr. right there.
Yeah, another
Go.
We got Coach, guys. We got Coach. I asked him if he wanted to come down and see EJ. He's like, I want to see you, Andrea. So, hey, I take that as a compliment. Sorry, EJ, no offense. But here
playing
we are.
favorites.
Project, a little bit of money, but also a lot of time and effort, walking the yard every day after practice and making sure everything was just right, but had a great time. And then it was also a football alumni event last night. So I was talking about all that last night, so can't do it.
All right, it was great seeing you here, Coach. Thanks for the time. Back to you guys.
Now Boca Baby now
Boca
part of
Baby.
now part of the College Football Hall
Absolutely.
of Fame,
And
of
we
course.
also call him the Silver Fox there at ACC Huddle. So yuck it up, too. Now, he's funny, too. He's a comedian, part-time comedian.
Well, the stories, yeah, if only we were a fly on the wall last
Oh, yeah.
night.
I've heard some stories.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's such a special event last night. There's a flag before this next snap, the false start.
Again, I know I played at Florida State, but these guys here at the U are tight-knit. They love each other, their family, even to the young guys as well.
All right, who's open?
Another
Who's
dime,
open?
another
Touchdown. Oh, man's got a
Another
red
dime.
jersey on.
Cam Ward lighting it up, man. He also had another great throw earlier within this drive, but right.
The extra point is good.
24-14 now. Nice crank.
Great job right here, knowing where to go with the football. Red zone situation, a little spray fade for a touchdown. Cam Ward balling out.
I didn't want to be here and not check it.
On the sideline here.
Here we have Jalen Phillips. I found him randomly. I covered Jalen a couple of years ago. He's still in Miami with the Dolphins, obviously. Jalen, what's it like to be back here? Lots of alums back. Huge event last night. What's it like?
Stay healthy for the season. So.
Awesome. Thanks, Jalen. Appreciate it. Back to you guys.
We have got the full cast of characters. Everybody, the who's
Everybody
who.
comes back, man.
Yeah.
I ball at Miami, then also play for the Miami Dolphins. That's probably the trifecta. Then the last one to do that I can think of. Oh, pick six.
All right, do we have our first turnover of the day, or I should say first interception? Yeah, taking it back all the way for the pick six, Demetrius Freeney.
That's the second time Freeney has come up. The first time he came out with an open field tackle. Now he's breaking on a route. Ball thrown on the inside, so quarterback certainly got to get that one outside there. But nonetheless, you leave it inside, your DB's got to come up with the interception speed to take it back to the crib.
Yeah, jumping that route to the league. Ward is not the only one.
Nah, he's certainly not. Malik Murphy also coming from Texas. Now he's at Duke with Manny Diaz. You also got Grayson McCall. He leaves Coastal Carolina. One of the all-time quarterbacks. I remember watching him play on a bunch of Florida State team. And if I'm not mistaken, might have beat him. And so, again, you got a lot of quarterbacks that have played a ton of football. Tyler Shook, who's now at Louisville. Another dime
nice
right there.
throw.
Great throw, great catch.
That's Shamar Kirk who hauls that one in. And so Brown maybe leads us to an interesting discussion in a crowded quarterback room. This one's coming our way.
Incomplete. Second down and 10 at the 28.
Wanted to see if you had some hands, Kev.
Yeah, well, Clay, Miami is an example of a team. They've got, close to 10 players, over what would be the scholarship limit. Here's a turnover, by the way, on that exchange. And
Coming up with resourceful play, not securing the handoff. It looks like the snap might have been a little bit late right there, but as a quarterback, it's still your responsibility to secure that handoff. If you can't get it to him, just eat it, keep it. You have to take this. Yeah, well, you've seen the production and the fast production too. Ruben Bain Jr. from Miami right here at home. He ends up being the ACC Defensive Rookie of the Year. Mark Fletcher, now a sophomore, again last year playing, been built on the South Florida players. And I'll guarantee that's something that Coach Crispo wants to keep going. He's also a South Florida guy himself.
I mean, how many were you brought this point up not long ago? Look back to that the
Lanes in the country too. So best of both worlds down here playing for the U.
You and I, we got to get our handicaps down.
I definitely need to get my handicap down.
I keep saying right every summer, it's like this is the summer.
Yeah, me too.
Take the lessons, never happens.
Yep, never happens. I ain't gonna say what my
coach Andre Johnson now. His team in position to close this thing out. So the future Hall of Famer, he and Devin Hester, the two honorary coaches today, they're going into the Hall of Fame this August. Look alive. We are little less than, what, 5 months here from the Battle Royale, in Gainesville to kick this season off, August 31st. Everybody loves
potentially 5-0, 4-1. It's a great start to the season.
Quick road trip to Cal and the Bay Area, of course.
It's gonna be a nice trip, though. It's gonna be nice and sunny. We talk about golf. Some good golf out there too.
Hey, of course. Nice catch on the run towards the sideline last year.
Absolutely. Even Robbie Washington, JoJo Trader's going to be in that conversation. Michael Redding III, he'll be in that conversation. Shamar Kirk certainly hurt himself as a backup receiver trying to get into that rotation. A really solid day here in the spring game.
Well, they make the Emory Williams gets one more completion there before the horn, and this spring game is in the books.